Hello everybody. Today we have a very different vehicle for you. We are attempting to rescue a 1947 Kaiser. Never heard of a Kaiser? Join the club. This is the very first Kaiser that I've ever worked on. So come on along and see if we're successful in this rescue. So this is the back, obviously. 1967 Oklahoma plate. Amazing features on this. Look at this light here for the plate built into the handle. And this little thing here, that says Darren Styled.
Yeah, that was the man
Who styled the car, right?
Yep.
Who designed it?
who designed
Super
it.
Cool. Let's see if this opens. It does open. It's open, actually. Interesting. Very, very solid. Very solid. Inside, a gas tank. Well, we won't need that, so no worries with that. What are those?
Those are the plates that actually go inside to open the door. The door is open, and when you're inside, they open with a push button.
Really?
So those cover the buttons for the door.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
It's a pedal?
It was a gas pedal at one time. This is an amazing car, really. All right. So that's the rear. It also has a homemade trailer hitch, which was very common back in the 50s and 60s. So I tried to date the tires, but these are predating. So there's no date on them. I remember these Tiger Paws from Uniroyal. I believe they're 80s. But this is clearly an original wheel. It's got the pinstripes on the hub and such. Let's take a look inside. It's a really interesting door handle there. You squeeze it. Oh wow, that popped open really nice. Very unique latch system there. How many miles on that? 98?
Yeah, it looks like
98, 614, 619?
98, 812.
Okay. So this thing is unique from a Chevy, Ford, Chrysler. It's just its own car. And it's really cool.
Yeah, the dash is rather plain compared to the other cars we look at.
It is plain.
And you can see it still has the original, looks like the original heater. All the knobs appear to be original. There's your heater control.
Don't you press the clutch? Well, that seems like it's working.
Yeah.
This must have been the e-brake handle right here. We won't pull that.
It's pretty cool in here.
Yeah.
And you know, did you talk about the floors? I'm really shocked. The only bit of rust I see in the floor.
Yeah, this is a pretty solid car. Well, if it came from Oklahoma, that would explain it.
True.
Because there's parts of Oklahoma that are like Texas, and they're very dry.
Yeah. Look at the, well, I can see it over here. On the handle. This is really cool. Do you see it has that, it's like a pearl inlay look to it.
Oh, yeah.
And let me see if I can get this light just right. And I wonder if that's the original fabric. That looks new.
I would think.
You think? And then that, look at that.
So that's the push button to open the door?
Yes, that's how they open the door.
That is super cool.
And that's super cool.
Yes.
Oh, and then, I don't know how long that spider's been dead, but, well.
Look at the room in here.
I know.
Unbelievable. Wow. I believe that this body style was used as kind of a pseudo pickup in 51 or 52, where this opened up and it was like a pickup bed inside.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
and I can see why, given all the room in there. So this car has what's called a Fulton visor on it. These are pretty unique, and I've never even heard of one on a car like this. But that is an original Fulton. Super, super cool for this car. It's easy to see that this is a very unique front of the car. I don't know any other car from the 40s or 50s that looks quite like this. You can see it says Kaiser Special, and that's the model, which I believe was the base model. And this is the actual logo. It's a buffalo, and we found differing views of what that is supposed to mean. Everything from power, given the muscles in the front legs, because this was originally, the company designed a front wheel drive car. This isn't, they never actually produced it, but the thought was the buffalo is powerful in the front. And what was the one with the design studio? What did they want it for?
So it said that their advertising agency said it was for Western spirit.
Western spirit. Okay. Well, let's hope this girl has some Western spirit and starts.
All right, I'm excited. Are you ready?
You under the hood?
Or yeah.
Shall we check?
Yeah.
All right. I admit I have no idea how this hood opens.
I heard something.
Yep. It's here somewhere.
Hey, it's okay that you do not know how to open every car in the U.S. If you did, I'd be worried.
Yeah, let me get the light and we'll get back to you. So this has the patented coat hanger
Aha.
latch.
You're very familiar with that brand.
I am. Come on, girl.
Yeah, so I don't know if I actually showed you guys, but this car has a name. And her name is Lucy. So if you hear us refer to Lucy,
This needs crayon.
that's the car's name. Wow.
Boy, this is a little tricky, this hood. Watch out, don't get under that hood.
I think it's gonna stay.
And that's a little tricky. Let's see what we got here. Flat 6 engine. The owner had pulled the plugs and poured some motor oil and some, what else he put in there? Hey guys, quick outtake here because the camera malfunctioned. When you look at this Kaiser's engine, there's not a Kaiser engine in it. Why is that? Because Kaiser didn't have an engine. They used a company called Continental for their engines. Continental sourced engines to all kinds of car companies back in the 40s, 30s, and 50s. And even military applications got Continental engines. Does anybody know what car this was installed in 1973? Well, I'll answer it for you. A checker cab. This was an option on checker cabs as late as 1973. I would love to see a 73 checker cab that had this 6-cylinder in it. Hopefully it's good to us. Not too much interesting here except the battery tray is fantastic, in fantastic condition. The cables are not. Luckily that's the ground, but it's full of green and all. We may have to replace it. The positive cable is nice and thick. It's got, oh boy, can you see that? Look at all these spliced wires here.
Yeah.
That's not good. And we've got one. Okay, that's not connected to anything. It was just hanging out down there. And we've got, I don't know what this is all about.
What is that?
It looks like a home extension cord that's run to these two things.
What?
Yeah. And then down here, it doesn't appear to be connected to anything. So I don't know what that was.
Where's the end of the...
I don't know. One of them is here. Disconnected.
Oh, God.
Might have gone into this. Who knows? Who knows? At first I thought,
Hold on, bring that up so we can take a really good look at this homemade contraption. Oh, yeah, here's the Oh, I think this is still connected down there.
One wire is.
The extension cord thing.
One of the wires in the
Oh my
extension cord is
gosh.
still. Either it's connected or it's jammed in somewhere. See, it goes right down here. So we'll figure that out later. There's some other goodies down here.
What is it?
It's some kind of bottle of stuff.
What?
Silky, sexy hair.
Oh.
This is some kind of hair thing.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe a rat brought that in?
Maybe.
There's just a bunch of leaves and stuff down here.
That's funny.
No, it could be a rat brought that in.
Well, if we see a rat with really nice hair, we're gonna know that it lives in Lucy the Kaiser. So
I think it's time to see if this thing is seized.
yeah, almost definitely.
Okay, I'm gonna get my gloves for that. So check out these horns. They actually point to the front and the ground. So these definitely were meant to be heard.
Oh yeah.
And we've got a makeshift gas tank here. It might have gas in it.
I wonder what it smells like.
Exactly. We think alike. Let's see what it smells like. Not so great. Not
No.
terrible,
Mm-hmm.
but not so great. All right. Let's see if this thing's seized. I'm fully expecting this to be seized. Everything tells me that it will be. If it's not, it's going to be a minor miracle. Can't really see the crank here. There we go. Let me see if this is in gear.
Ah, yep.
Try this. Should give it a good grip. Oh, something moved. Maybe that was just the belt. Yeah, that was probably just the belt slipping.
Oh, was it just the belt again?
Yeah. Yeah, it's stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stuck.
Well, you said that you'd be shocked if it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stuck.
It's more
Access is
fun.
limited, but
It's more fun like that.
that's easy for you to say. Okay, let's see what's in the loader.
Oh yeah. Is it rusted on?
No.
Oh, there we go. Is there anything in there?
No.
Oh, wow.
But it's not so bad.
Yeah,
It's not great, but it's not so bad.
Oh, we've seen a
Can you
lot
see
worse
that?
than
Yeah.
that. Let me see the top of the lid, if you don't mind. Wait. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a very old cap.
We've seen 100 times worse.
That is a very old cap. Okay, a couple of logistical challenges, guys. Just so you know,
The
there's
hood?
something up with this hood. It's not going up very far, and it's actually hitting the cowl. So we're gonna have to look at that because I'm bent over like a caterpillar here. And of course it's pouring rain, but we've got this under a tarp, so I think it'll be okay. Check this out. Speaking of the hood having problems, there's the hood spring and it's broke off. I think what that means is we'll be able to lift this edge of the hood and get it up higher.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I wonder if there's one over here then.
it doesn't look it. Nope. Nope. So that's why the hood is so funky.
I asked Richard if we could go ahead and look inside because you just never know what you're going to see in those things.
I'm shocked that this is unscrewing.
It's really rusty.
Yeah, I'm shocked. It's a good sign that it unscrews.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, looks pretty good. Typical oil bath. Kind of stuck together, but I don't see any.
It's really rusty in there.
Yeah, it is very rusty.
Wow.
Very. Which means that a lot of moisture got inside the engine.
You're right. You're right. Can we see the bottom of that when you...
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's
wow.
very rusty.
Put your finger down in there.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's very, very rusty.
Yeah, you're right. That may have been part of the problem.
Yep.
So where's the oil stick? Did you check the oil?
I did not. I did not. I don't know where it is, but we should check it.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if there's oil in it.
Okay, let's check the oil on this thing. Well, that's a weird dipstick.
It is.
Let me see the light. Well, it's not black, for sure. It's quite light. I don't know if that's because there's seafoam in it or not. But if we get this thing turning, we're going to change it anyway. I don't smell any gas or anything else, seafoam or whatever else in there. It just smells like oil. All right, let's get to it.
Ow.
Yeah.
I just hit my
Be
head.
careful with this hood.
And I'm a shorty.
Yeah, it's low.
No.
It's low.
So we can't go by the plugs. I wonder what he did with the old plugs. Probably hid them from us.
You can see the valve chamber without even putting the scope in there. There's nothing in there. No oil, no seafoam.
They look really rusty on
No, it looks bad, but let's scope
on
it.
the outside that I'm
Well,
seeing?
let's scope it. It might be a good thing that they're empty. It means that the fluid's getting past the cylinders.
Hmm?
Let's check this out. It's a great picture.
It is a very good picture. I don't know if
Yeah.
I can capture it.
There's the valve right there in the top.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of garbage in that
We
cylinder.
can see, but it's hard to get that on camera.
This is clearly one that's still got the residue of the stuff he put in it on it, but otherwise it appears to be empty. There's the valve again. So that's number 2. Let's take a look at number 3. Oh, that one's nice.
That one is very nice.
Yeah, that's number 3. It looks like the valve might be open on, yeah, the valve's open on this one. But it's pretty nice. All right, we'll scope the rest and get back to you. All right, so it's pouring rain here, so pardon the noise, but this is what one of the plugs looks like. You know, it mimics the top of the cylinder. It's got lots of carbon on it, but not rust, which is great. But these are ancient Autolites. Look at the old Autolite symbol.
Yeah.
Autolite A11. And these are all pretty much the same.
Yeah. So it may be raining, but I will take this over snow.
Oh yeah, we've been snowed in for a week. It's been miserable.
Yeah.
It's
And it
been miserable.
feels good to get back to
It does.
doing
Sure
what
does. Okay, onward.
Hey guys, so just wanted to let you know that this is our 49th Will It Run. So we are counting down to 50, or should I say counting up to 50. So it's a big number. It's a special moment when you do 50 Will It Runs in less than 3 years. Actually, almost 2.
Since we're seized, I'm gonna put some Creo oil down in the cylinders. This should get around the piston and the rings and help to unstick it. So we've got a discount code on this stuff in the description of the video, but it's Rust50. It gets you 50% off the second can, and you'll want 2 cans because the first can you'll fall in love with it. I'm hoping that I don't have to go the mystery oil route, because this stuff is much easier to evacuate from the cylinders than mystery oil, and that starter doesn't look too good, so I'm hoping that this alone we'll free it up. Look at that! It moved
wow.
a little bit. It moved a little bit.
I saw it pop.
Pop? That was the fan. That was me losing grip on the fan.
Oh.
It's hanging up, but it is turning a little bit. Okay, that's great news. Boy, that Creole worked fast.
So are you going to let it sit longer?
No, I'm going to try to put a nut on the crank, a bolt on the crank, and socket on the crank, and turn it that way. That'd be a whole lot easier than what I'm attempting.
Now, there's a possibility that it could still be stuck on something.
It's stuck.
It's still stuck.
Oh yeah, it's not seized, but it's stuck probably on a valve. It's a 1-inch bolt for those of you that might have been curious. Yeah, it's stuck. It feels like it's in gear. Isn't the whole car moving?
No, I think it's just bouncing.
Let me try that again. No, this isn't gear.
Really?
It's gotta be. Okay. Look at that.
Oh, great.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So it was seized, and then when I got it unseized, it was in gear, so it hit the gear at that point. But now that it's in neutral, it's spinning. Woohoo! It's still a little bit tight, but I'm gonna go around a couple of times, and I think it's gonna be fine.
So let me ask you this.
Yep.
Do you think it's in, like, the condition it's in, you know, it's not as seized as badly as most? Do you think that's because it spent its life in a different climate?
Could be a lot of things, but engines are seized for reasons that make no sense to me. How many engines have we seen that have been sitting outside for 30 years and they're not seized?
Yeah, that's true.
Versus ones that have been undercover for 10 and they're seized. Like that pickup we did a few weeks ago, that green square body. That thing was seized tight.
I know.
And it had been sitting, what, 10 years?
Yeah, but I will tell you, I do have a theory on a lot of the cars that have been sitting for 30 years, and we could not believe they weren't seized. Do you want to know what it is?
What's that?
They have all been near a cornfield, and that's a true story. I mean, couldn't some
That's
of the...
true. That Chevelle is a great example.
I mean, couldn't...
How was that not
Couldn't
seized?
some of the oil from corn...
No.
No?
No.
I just don't
It
get
makes a great story.
But it's true. I'm not making it up. Think about the, oh, what was the one that I said was haunted?
The haunted car? The Granada?
Granada, cornfield.
That's another example.
Cornfield.
How is that one not seized? No carburetor, sitting forever, not seized.
I'm sorry, did you miss the cornfield part
Next
3
to a
times?
cornfield.
Exactly.
Well, that's as good of a reason as any. We'll call it the cornfield effect.
I love it.
I was wondering if this car is positive ground, as many cars of this age are. And clearly it is. Here's the ground post, and you could see that it's larger, the center electrode area is larger than the red one, which is typically negative. So it's swapped on this car, which is not a surprise.
Okay, you getting those cleaned up?
Yep.
So is this still 6 volt?
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, it's very original. 6-volt positive ground generator. It's very original. So let's try the touch test here. That looks good. No
yeah.
sparks, no
well,
nothing.
it's kind of hard to hear anything. The rain is
I
coming
could
down
see
so
it.
hard.
I
Okay,
could see
good.
it if it was.
I'm sure you guys can hear that rain. It's
All right.
okay. I'll take that any day.
The distributor should go to the plus side. If this is in fact
Yeah,
plugged.
you know,
And
we
it
haven't
does. Yep.
we haven't taken that off yet.
Yep. Oh, that's right. You got to do that.
I know.
We might as well do it while I'm under here.
Yeah, because that could flow
Oh no,
everything.
I don't want to do it until we put the plugs back in because it's going to get dirt all over the place.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to drop any dirt down there. Okay, let's see if this thing will spin over. All right, let's try this, see if it spins over. You filming?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, it doesn't, but that's my connection here, I think, is the problem.
Do you think you need to sand that down?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting any light on that.
I mean, it is really rusty looking down there.
Yeah, it sure is. This
What?
wire is shot.
Oh, I can see that.
Holy cow, how did that ever work?
It probably didn't. Did someone chew it?
I think it's just deteriorated.
Wow. We're gonna have to rethink this, I think.
Yeah. Okay, that's better. That's backwards. See how it's -9? I'll take 9. There it goes. That's better. Okay, now we're going to check that ground cable. So we're going to go to resistance from here to the block.
Hold on. Gonna hit my head again. Not. Oh, there you go.
Was there something there?
Uh huh.
Okay, well this cable's okay. That cable is okay. Let's try the positive cable.
Maybe. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Positive cable.
Yeah, it's dirty, but it's there. We may have to take that off and clean it.
I was looking at this. Hey, the A is supposed to be there, but with the A gone, can you see it looks like an S? So it kind of looks like it says, kiss her, kiss her. Come here, babe, give me a kiss. He didn't hear me.
Huh?
I said, if you look at this, it looks like, hey, kiss her.
It does.
Yeah, like, kiss her. You should kiss me.
I can do that.
Better. That's better. It really does look like that, though. All right, getting all that cleaned up.
Yeah. It was pretty dirty. Whether it was dirty enough to cause the problem, I don't know. But it was pretty dirty.
We'll find out. There's a hole in the tag. That's the root of it. Oh gosh. Oh. I'm still grateful for it, so that's okay.
So I took the starter solenoid off because I can't get the nut back on. I cleaned the positive connection and I can't get the nut on because these threads are hopelessly stripped.
Yeah, I can see that from here.
Yep, whoever put this on last hopelessly stripped them. So I'm going to try to cut new threads with the nut, but I can't do it with the solenoid in there. I've got to replace this. I mean, it's literally one strand. It's hanging by one strand. So I have to cut back to good wire, which means I got to cut through this old harness and replace that wire. That's the old wire, so I'm going to cut it back to here, splice in a new piece.
It's gonna be time to go to lunch soon. They see. Yeah, that junk.
Junk, that's the right word. Junk. I was able to save the threads, so I'm going to put the solenoid back in. I also fixed the wire. That wire was completely shot. So that's the activation wire for the solenoid, so that's fixed as well.
I'm anxious to see if we can get this started.
Me too.
I know, I'm getting a little impatient. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm just so anxious.
There's always setbacks, and
I know, it's just been so long since we were able to get out and do a Will It Run that it's just finding it hard to wait. Okay, so we are at Jiffy Burger. I spotted it when we were driving to the Kaiser, and I saw all of this, and I said, Richard, that's definitely our kind of place.
absolutely.
Oh my gosh, it is raining so hard. Can you see the rain just pouring down? Oh my gosh.
I pulled the solenoid out, cleaned it up, replaced the energizer wire to it, and now we're going to see if we can spin the engine with the starter switch.
Finally.
And no oil's coming out, so
No.
we can put the plugs in.
Perfect.
Beauty.
Woohoo!
The next step is see if we can get the points to fire.
Yeah.
So I'm going to need to get in here. There's a weird spot this distributor is in.
You know, this is always interesting to see what we find under here too.
Yeah.
Oh. It's pretty dirty, huh?
There's a spider in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very dirty.
Let me see.
It's very dirty. Look at the size of that condenser.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got a little cleaning to do,
Yeah,
right?
it looks okay. The rotor looks okay. You can tell looking at the mark on the rotor. This is old stuff. It's been in here a long time.
I don't think I needed to see a mark on the rotor to tell that.
Yeah. All right, we're using some contact cleaner inside the cap. Because it's very dirty.
Did you get that spider out of there?
Yep. That spider's gone.
And what about back there? Are you not? It doesn't matter if it's like dirty in there, right?
No. No, and that'll clean out. This cleaned up pretty nice. Wow, look at that whole point assembly. Looks like it's made of brass, the arm and everything.
Yeah, I can see that.
All made of brass.
That's different.
Yeah, these are old, all right. All right, let's see if we can get them to spark. No, they don't.
No. Did you clean in there?
No, I didn't, but there's no spark here whatsoever.
Oh, I just saw
okay,
it.
okay,
Yep.
okay, good. All right, so we got, look at the dust coming off the
Yeah.
points. Okay, we gotta clean those.
Okay.
Yeah, there's good spark
Can
there.
you see it? Okay.
Yep.
I think that
Yep.
cord
It's
is in my
excellent
way,
spark,
actually.
Excellent spark.
All right. All right, Lucy. It's getting close to time. It's gonna start.
Okay, does this distributor have an oiler anywhere?
You know, it's so dark back there, I really can't tell, babe.
I think it does right here. Yeah, it does.
Gonna put a
some
little oil in there.
Yep.
Getting close to crunch time here.
Yep.
No cobwebs, dirt daubers.
Well, it's not exactly clean,
Yeah.
but I've seen worse.
Yeah, and I mean, it was covered, and that is always so helpful.
I don't like that the choke is totally closed, but we'll deal with that.
It's almost time. Getting excited.
That should fit. Yeah, that fits nicely.
Oh yeah, there you go. We're gonna check for spark. Let me see. Okay, I'm looking at the spark checker. I'm ready. Yep.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Excellent.
Big spark! He says he's checking the exhaust to make sure there's no kinks or bends, and I told him, I said, that's my job. You took it away from me.
It's on the other side. No tailpipe.
How's it look?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Now, why isn't this starter button working?
Why isn't the starter what?
Starter button! Why isn't that working? It's probably this.
So here's the problem we're having. The rain is so loud on the tin roof that we're afraid to try and start the car because you may not hear it and we may not hear it. So we're just kind of at this terrible spot and we cannot use microphones because you won't hear it anyway. So it's going to have to wait a little longer. Do you want me to hook this up yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
But do hook up the negative, do hook up the other cable on the battery. Make sure it's nice and tight. Twist it so it's tight. Yep. Okay. All right, hook up the ignition.
Just on here?
Yep.
Okay. Did I hook it up wrong?
No. No. It must have come off the starter again. It did.
Oh. Still not. Something's not right. Okay.
You may have to just abandon the starter button. It's just not
Yeah.
doing what we need it to do. What that means, I'm going to have to start it from over here. You getting spark out of that spark
I
checker?
just come over here to look. Try again. Yes, it's very slow, but there is spark.
It's going to be slow.
Okay. Yep.
It's gonna be slow. Okay. You're still getting spark out of that, right?
Yes. Let's see. Yeah. Well, you know, honestly, we didn't see anything come out when we started it, but we normally let the starter go over a few times, but we were afraid that the starter might go out, so.
We're gonna give it another whirl. We cleaned all the plugs off. And let's see how it does.
Definitely more spark than before.
Yeah, we got a little fire there.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, watch out there, babe. Sorry about that.
Are you trying to start me up?
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Man,
I know.
it's almost faster if I crank it.
Oh, it's so close.
Yeah, it's getting
I
better.
think I might have liked that gas.
Huh?
I may have liked that gas.
It's getting better. I'm gonna try closing the choke.
All right.
No, didn't like that.
Oh, really? Hmm.
Come on, baby. Alright, let's let the starter cool.
Is it warm? Did you touch it?
Yeah, I got my hand right on it and I'm
Oh.
gonna start it.
Well, you know what we've both been thinking.
What's that?
Put 12 bolts on it.
Yeah. Alright, because it's turning so slow, I've disconnected the electrical system from the car, except the starter. So we're going to try 12 volts on the starter only. We can do that for short periods without hurting it. And because the rest of the electrical system's disconnected, we won't damage anything else in the car that's still on 6 volts. Alright, I need you to look if the spark checker is working.
I do not see spark, no.
Well, that could be because it fell off.
That could be.
Yes.
No.
No?
I still don't see anything, and I'm watching the spark checker. I'm not watching the camera.
Why in the world would that be?
Dun, dun,
I think there's a
dun.
bad connection here. All right, let me try it on 6 volts.
Smell coming from the engine.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
is it?
Check it now, babe.
Okay. No.
No?
No.
I mean, I'm getting voltage there. I'm getting juice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of got to work. There's nothing else that it could be.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay.
I see it now.
All right.
Oh. All right, here we go.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's close. This appears not to be working anymore.
Oh no.
Isn't that funny? Appears to have quit working.
Did it go jag?
No, it's not dead. But it quit. I don't know. It may have blown the jump box out.
It's at 75% right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I-
So we changed it. We're just gonna try with the 6. Okay, so Richard, we're not messing around now.
Nope.
So what you got the ever start in there?
Yep.
It looks really big.
Yep.
You got the 12 volt going.
Yep.
All right. Now, Lucy, you gotta do your part. I know you have been, but you really gotta pitch in now.
$30. Yeah.
We're gonna try 12 volts, still positive ground, but 12 volts. Let's see how this works.
Do you want the gas or anything?
Not yet.
Okay. Whoa!
Fired right up.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
You need to. Woo!
Yeah!
That
Wow!
scared me.
Yes! Yes!
Let's try that again. Let's try that.
No, what?
Oh, yeah,
That was
baby.
too easy.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
I'm gonna open this window back here.
Is that the berryman's coming out? I mean, what's going on with that?
Oh, that's the Creole. Woo!
I turned the gas off.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might leak.
That is great. See,
Oh.
Lucy just needed that extra jolt.
I mean, what was that, like
Nothing.
half a second
Yeah.
with the 12 volt battery? Boom,
It was instant.
boom. Instant. There you go. That's
It
the
was,
right word.
It was instant. She smells like an old motor. I'm excited.
Sweet.
Smells like an old motor.
She is an old motor.
excited.
Me too.
It sounded good too.
Me too.
Okay, so
Sounded healthy.
Real healthy.
It
No
did.
noise.
let's check the antifreeze, and we're gonna let it start
Gotta
again and
fix
let
the
it run for a
gas
little
leak.
bit.
Well, I'm thinking the oil needs to be changed. We don't know what contaminants are in that oil.
Mm-hmm.
If there was seafoam dumped down the cylinders,
Mm-hmm.
that's not good in the oil. So let's get. This is sweet. This is sweet.
That's exciting.
We're going to fire it one more time, check the oil pressure on the gauge, then we're going to shut it down and change the oil.
All right, let's try again.
Okay.
Stop. Yeah, that's like an oil well. That gas is crazy. Wow.
Nothing. That's not good unless the gauge is disconnected. But we know it starts, we got to disconnect we got to change the oil. And I'm just going to change that whole connection there. I don't know what is going on there. We've got a super bad gas leak here. Well, guess what? The owner had a spare in the trunk and it's got a different fitting on it, so we're going to try this fitting.
Yeah, and it was actually broken, but they kept it, and it might just bring this one back.
It'll probably work better than what we've been doing. The oil pressure gauge is electric. That's why it's not working.
Oh.
So when we put the 6-volt battery back in, it'll start working. All right, one more time. But if it happens, babe, just put your hand over the carburetor.
Okay.
There we go.
If it happens, just... Okay, that's already working.
Should I take the screwdriver out before
I'm
then?
not putting the screwdriver in it. Just,
Well, what if the gas is spewing and then it would spew all over my hand?
all right, I'll do it.
No, I'm just.
Watch that spark checker.
Okay.
Good job.
Like a real strong vacuum.
It does have very strong vacuum.
What was the pinging sound I heard?
That was this.
Okay.
It's
You
hitting
got
the
caught in the
fan.
fan.
Man, that carburetor is making me crazy. The way
Well-
it's leaking like that.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, watch your eyes in case it squirts out.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I figured out the problem.
So the fuel pump works. How in the world? All right, Kaiser, 1947. Let's go. Building cars.
Okay, so what was going on is
That's amazing.
the gas from the fuel pump is pumping out of here, but it was right there. So I said, hey Richard, I just thought of something. Could gas be coming out of here? And that's what it was. All right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Let me shut the fuel off here. And we're not going to need this anymore. We'll just hook it right to the tank in front.
Yeah.
Beauty. It's been a long day, but lots of success so far. It starts faster than any vehicle I own. So we're going to fire it up once more, see if now it's going to pull gas from this tank using the fuel pump. Ready?
I'm ready. Wow. Oh yeah. You know, you do have a tiny leak over here, but nothing like. That's amazing.
That's incredible. That is incredible. Wow. Okay. Keep your hair on more. It is a lot. That's for sure. Yeah. No issues there. Beautiful.
All
The
right.
ignition's working too. The ignition's working as well. Is the key on?
You told me not to hook it up. It's sitting there. I didn't even put it in the ignition yet.
It must be in the on position because your ignition's working.
Lucy wants to
All
go.
She's ready to go.
She is
we
ready
got
to
a little
go.
gas leak there.
Yeah,
Little
nothing
gas.
like it was. So
No, it's nothing like it was, but it's a,
we can get that under control.
in the oil tank. So we got to get this guy up in the air.
Okay.
And we can change the oil. I'll work on that gas leak. The oil's a little thin, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, you can't see anything under here.
I know. That's because
The,
we're about to lose any light we have. The sun's going down. Oh, that's better.
The drain plug is huge.
Uh-huh.
Here's the drain plug. Look at the size of this thing.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it was tight.
So, how much do you think it was full?
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah,
it
it was
full?
Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm just gonna let that drip.
Okay, so you're finishing up, Richard.
Yep.
We're probably 30 minutes from being dark outside. So, that's okay. And so now we're gonna check the coolant.
Yeah.
And are you gonna go back to the 6 volt?
Yeah, we'll start it with the 12, get it warm, then we'll try it with the 6.
All right, Richard,
Yeah.
you done with the oil?
Need some weight down here.
Maybe you could use some more.
Look at that.
That looks beautiful.
Perfectly full. Oil's done. Now we're going to fire it one more time with the 12, warm it up, and then we're going to put the 6 in it. I'm going to hook the electrical back up. And of course, we're going to check if that gas leak still is present. Just putting some coolant in it. There's probably some in it, but we can't see it, so just to be sure. Oil's changed. Added coolant. We're going to warm it up with the 12 volt, then we're going to switch back to the 6 and see if it'll start with the 6.
Okay.
We know it runs. That's going to be a problem. It's as tight as it goes. I'm going to try the headlights, the horn, etc.
You
No
think?
lights, no horn.
I'll try cranking it on the side.
You could. Yep. See if it leaks. We could. Okay. I'm going to do that.
Oh, are you gonna check the oil when you're in there from the 6-volt?
Check the oil with
The-
pressure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's going to work because nothing in the dash is working.
It's probably that terrible wiring from earlier.
It could very well be, but the light switch is very, very rusty. I'm not sure it's going to start with this 6-volt battery, but we'll try it. I'm really not sure.
I don't know. I have faith in Lucy.
Gas leak fixed! And it started with a 6-volt battery. Woohoo! Awesome.
You know, she has a lot smoother sound to her with the 6-volt.
The more it runs, the smoother it's going to get. Oh, that's beautiful.
I think he's gonna see if the oil pressure gauge is working. But you guys saw that wiring earlier. I'm not sure it's not the wiring. The amp gauge. Well, oil pressure.
Yeah, that's the coolant. That's the hose you gotta change.
So what did you say was working inside?
The amp gauge is working, but none of the other gauges are working. But the gas leak is fixed now. That is not permanent. We just did that for tonight to make sure that the leak wasn't in the carb or something, and it's not. So this is all good. I'm going to shut it down until we change these hoses.
All right. Hun, let's hear your...
Woohoo! All right, man.
Heck yeah. I'm excited.
Imagine
That's
that.
Awesome.
Even started with the 6-volt battery.
And I didn't think it would do it in one day.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't.
I didn't either.
As stuck as it was.
Yep. I didn't either.
Well, there she is.
Okay, there's a couple of things I'm doing here that I'm only doing because we're trying to button things up temporarily. That is, I've got the wrong size heater hose here. This is supposed to be 5/8, but I'm putting half on it. Again, temporary. And this fuel system is the most hack fuel system I've done in my life. But again, it's temporary because the filter section was leaking so badly and we wanted this thing to run to get the valves to seat and all. So I put that on temporarily.
Well, it's been a long day, Richard. How you feel?
Yes. I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel great. I didn't think we'd get this running in a day. I really did not. How you feel?
I'm pleased. I didn't think it would take a day to do it. I figured it'd take a few days, but we're good. I'm excited.
I didn't realize you had a patch for Kaiser on that jacket.
Oh, wow.
Patch
How
is
cool
the hood.
is that?
Yeah, that's
That's
cool.
the original 1947 dealership patch.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
original.
man. This guy's cool in case you haven't noticed. And his friends are too.
Yeah, they are.
So we've had a fantastic day here. And since we use Creole everywhere, I'm going to give you the rest of this can.
All right, sweet.
Thank you so much. This
Thank
is a
you.
great
I
day.
appreciate your help. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
It is flanged double-sided.
Wow.
Oh,
So
that's
you can hang it
cool.
on the front of your shop.
That's
And,
great.
and it's rusty.
Oh, that is so cool.
And I left it rusty because I figured that was y'all style, rusty.
Yeah, thank
So
you
I
so
left it
much,
like
Kenny.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
And it won't come off.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. Thanks so much. We appreciate that.
Welcome.
Jennifer, Kenny,
that'll
that's
be
so
for
nice
y'all's
of
house.
you.
That's, I don't know what to say.
Hey, y'all are doing this for me. I got to do something for y'all.
Wow, that's nice.
Thank you.
So